I've come here, to Vancouver in British Columbia, to hook up with the band who are at last slowly being recognised at home. Promoting a record in North America means visiting what seems like a million radio stations.
Vancouver's Real Rock 99.
Although radio is the way to sell records in North America, the trouble is you don't get to see much of the place you're in. Now Radiohead are in Canada with a chance to tour the beautiful city of Vancouver. Johnny, Ed, Phil, good first impressions?
Well, yeah, we've been here a few times before, but I mean, every time we come back, you know, we're just like really struck by, you know, it's a really beautiful city, like loads of space. Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
And the sea, it's great to be by the sea again.
Going back to the single, of course, in 1993, the one that everybody talks about when they hear Radiohead, they associate Radiohead with Creep.
Right.
And perhaps people saw you as sort of one-hit wonders at the time.
Creep was like the blessing and the bane of this band. It was a blessing that we got to tour throughout the world, and that was fantastic. But it was also the bane that, you know, you have a song like that on your first album, and the history of bands having a big hit like that on the first album is that they don't go anywhere, you know. And if it had been on third or fourth, it would have been fine. But the frustrating thing was that we always thought we knew we had the material, and while we were recording it, even last year we were sort of going out on tour and still sort of promoting Pablo Honey in like Mexico and Thailand and stuff like that. And always, it was always Creep, and it's like, hang on a sec, we're in the process of recording 22 new songs that we're like really proud of.
It's really good actually, because everyone sort of, the phrase, hey, it's a great album, is catching on all around the world. So
This is for the Bends, the new album.
The new one. So things are fairly easy. People seem to be forgetting about that one song that we used to had before and talking about an album, and yeah, so it's nicer now.
Well, now we're at the top of the mountain. That was a nice ride. How did Radiohead first start?
At school, of all places, you know, just at school. The only cool place to hang out at school was the music school, really.
Is it true that it started on a Friday? That was that was your first name, wasn't it?
Sorry about that. Yeah. That was a bit of an error. We had to change it. we were doing these shows in Oxford, and apparently, you know, people would come out going, "Great band, but they've got to change the name." Like every show we did.
There was a headline in one of the newspapers back home which said British pop unknowns storm the USA.
It was an Evening Standard.
It was Evening Standard.
It's very unfortunate because we've got a really good following in the UK, and obviously that's where we come from, and it's really important to us. We just finished like a sell-out tour last week, finishing off at the Forum in London, which was amazing. So
it was really. It was to do a sell-out tour in Britain, and you know, the album came out, and within 2 days everybody knew all the words to the new songs, and that's why we do this. It's great. It's wonderful.
Really big in Canada are the massive wood carvings of the original North American peoples. But the band are keen to point out that their Big in America label is a little misleading.
You know, they blow it out of all proportion. We just like flew over there and did a few gigs, and the record was on MTV. It wasn't exactly. It was not like the days of the Beatles where you step off the plane, it's like, hello America. This is how it's conceived, and they get it totally wrong. It's not like that at all.
Things just got polarised from us being extremely famous and megastars in America and utterly unknown in England, and it was sort of halfway between the two.